Thanks for staying with us here on News Now. Earlier on, we brought to you the story that the Rivers State Police Command has confirmed that there was indeed an explosion at the Secretariat of the Action People's Party, APP, in Port Harcourt along the GRA axis on Monday morning. Well, earlier on, we also told you that investigations are still ongoing concerning what might have led to the explosions. But joining us this very afternoon to speak about it, I do have with me social reformer, author and thinker Andy Akpotive. Andy, thank you so much for being here this afternoon. Well, let's take a look at this. Can you shed more light on what the situation is before the blast concerning rumors of Governor Siminalayi Fubara's defection to APP?
Okay, so it's been completely what has dominated the political firmament in Rivers State for a couple of weeks now, in that a lot of us, a lot of political pundits believe that the PDP has become too hot for the governor and is seeking an alternative platform that he would use to actualize some of his blueprint, if you may. You are just seeing that recently, even though against certain judgment from the courts, and the PDP have gone on to organize their, their elections for representations even up to ward level. And it excluded the family of the doctor, as it were, the political family of the current governor, as it were. And therefore, there were a lot of people who came in to woo the governor, like we are aware of, to move from the PDP instead of remaining in the PDP and getting continuously embarrassed. And so this was what was in the political firmament until we saw what happened, today regarding the blast of the office of the APP. So what we know is that the governor has not said categorically that he wants to move, but we understand that because he has been carefully edged out from the machinery of the PDP in Rivers State, it is only expected that he will be thinking of an alternative platform, from where he would move in with his people to do whatever it is that he intends to do. But we understand that the people from PDP, who originally were instrumental, we were the structure that brought the governor into office, would not let it lie low, because if you were going and they were not able to get you out of office as they intended, they will do everything possible not to have you take, the straw and the oil away from them. It's either they had the straw or they had the oil. In this case, they had both the oil and the straw, and you want to move it to another place. So you'd expect that, as is typical of Nigerian politics, they would not let that happen.
All right. Anyway, like we said, there are still rumors yet, but I do appreciate your aspects towards that. But what is the current state of the APP office as we speak? Can you ascertain, or did you get any information, or have you been there? Can you ascertain to us the level of damage that's actually been done to that office building, and has there been any arrests by the police?
Okay, so I was about moving there before I got the call that this meeting was going to hold at 12 o'clock. So, and I was asked to be on the standby so that there are no interruptions. But if we can do it again, I can give you the vivid explanation of, what exactly would have transpired and exactly what the office is like. I can tell you if there are arrests that have been made or not. After I would have gone there. But at the moment, because of this interview, I decided to stay before going there.
All right, that's great, Mr. Akpotive. But let's look at this. Is the APP really a force to reckon with in Rivers State? And most importantly, many have said that this could be another propaganda, just as we saw in a situation that was kind of like hard to define, where the Rivers State House of Assembly was burned down. And here we are, another blast in the APP. Many have said, I've called this a distraction. Would you say the APP is actually a force to reckon with in the political space in Rivers State?
There's no political party that you will say is not a force when you move the kind of monies that are available to both governors and presidents into them. If you took, imagine, Andy party, for instance, now, and a governor or two governors move into Andy party, just for, example, Andy party becomes a force. Do you know the amount of money, available to the governors, the amount of influences that they can wield? It didn't matter whether it was Zaduni party, whether it was X party, whatever it is that you want to name it. So long as the governor was moving in with his influences, he was moving in with all of the excuses of office. And I'm using that word very intentionally because there's nowhere else in the world where you would see governors wield this much influences. When you see that governors can make and mar in states, in the different states in Nigeria, they can literally make and mar. A person can be made a billionaire overnight just by the governor just writing something with his red pen. Fubara consistently have been saying the red pen is my hand. They're interested in taking the red pen, and the red pen is in my hand. The governor with the red pen can make anybody. So as soon as the governor moves, go and show me one state where the governor is in a political party, and even the members of the House of Assembly who were in a previous party did not decamp. Nigerian politicians, and I'm sorry to say, they do not have honor. It is where the bread is better buttered. That's where their interest is. So if the government moves to whatever political party, you and I know, and as many people are listening, that it's not going to be about the party. It's going to be about what the government is moving with. It's moving with the influences of the office. It's moving with the treasury of the state. It's moving with all the appurtenances, everything that, comes with being a governor to that place. And definitely that, which is what's happening in Abia State, a Labour Party state. Literally everybody is becoming Labour Party in Abia State. But imagine, for instance, if it was YPP that was there, everybody becomes YPP member because the governor indeed has currently, crafted by the Nigerian Constitution as we have it. The governor can make and mar. The governor can make anybody billionaire. Nigerian politicians are always looking for where their nest is better, feathered.
Well, you said where the bread is well buttered. Let me use your words exactly. But finally, I'd like you to also answer, what's the tension currently like in River State after this explosion? Most importantly,
River State has been
I'm coming. What's the tension like in River State? And now that we have two factions of the Rivers House of Assembly, has anyone released a statement yet?
So the narrative of the press is what, annoys me. Are there really two factions? See, I am sufficiently irritated by the Nigerian states, both by the institutions, that should address these issues. I mean,
go ahead and wrap up quickly.
Why do we keep addressing it as two factions? How is it two factions? What has made it two factions? What has the Constitution said regarding this kind of issue? Why is it that the judiciary is failing to quickly come up with judgment? Why are we having all of these challenges? It's because, again, the Nigerian state is created to have all of these innuendos, so that they keep.
All right. Okay, Mr. Akpotive, I want to thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate your time. Hopefully, like you said, you are heading down to the site of the bomb blast, the explosion, rather, as we saw footage right there on the screen. And we look forward to get a feedback from you. Hopefully, as well, our reporter will be there on ground to also share what the situation really is. Thanks for joining us at this moment.